Hi, pod number one. Welcome to Lex Divination. Welcome back to my channel. If you are already subscribed, thank you for joining me here once again. Today we're going to be exploring what your spirit guide has to tell you and also who they are. I wanted to share a little bit the knowledge that I have acquired through my own journey with my spirit guides, and well, spirit guides have helped me connect a lot with my life purpose, with a more authentic version of who I am as well, and to feel more comfortable in my skin as well. They they have their own kind of language that will be very unique to you, that you will only be able to find out through your own journey. You can see the personality through the way they speak to you. We will also be finding out what animal represents them. So if you see it around, you will know that your spirit guide is probably there with you, wanting to remind you that they're there. And yeah, I also wanted to say that it's quite a lonely journey at times. Usually if you're entering a part of your life that where you have more time to reflect, where you have more time to spend on your own, usually your spirit guide will enter there, because you need to be receptive in order to channel and to get messages and do divination and meditate. You need to be very receptive. So obviously spending more time on your own is auspicious for this kind of activity. I also wanted to show my face because, well, in my very first videos I used to show my face, but then I stopped. But I realized that the readers that I connect best with are the ones that show their face in their videos, so I thought that I would do the same, because I want you to have that same experience that I have when I watch the readers that I admire on YouTube. So pile number one, if you pick the Citrine, this is your pile. Let's see what your spirit guide has to say to you. I just wanted the camera to focus. We will, be discovering what their personality is, what message they have for you, because your spirit guide exists in the message that they have to give to you. You know, they don't have a physical body. They don't have possessions like we do. We very much inhabit, or we're like represented by the things that we possess here, the things that we have acquired materially do represent a big part of who we are in this life. So the only way that your spirit guide can connect with you and that you can get to know them is through the message that they have to give to you, and the style of it as well will represent their personality. So they exist in the messages that they have to give to you, because that is all they possess, is the communication with other energies. So let's see. I just want to check. Yeah. I just wanted to check something. Let's see. Let's see. What does pile number one spirit guide have to say to them? Get the King of Pentacles, the Empress in reverse, the Four of Pentacles, Five of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Wands. I just saw another card that turned here. Where is it? Here. Three of Cups. Okay, so I am feeling here like you've got a lot of things going on, a lot of different things going on. I feel like there is something that, I don't know if you're having some sort of conflict with someone, but I feel like you're trying to protect something that you have. I don't know if it could be material or a connection, but there is something that I feel that you're strongly trying to preserve. Yeah, I feel like you might be having some conflict with someone or at work or something like that. Four of Swords, Six of Pentacles in reverse. So your spirit guide wants you to know that this situation needs a little bit of peace. It needs a bit of like, kind of like a break. You know, if you're fighting really hard against something, if you're like really putting a lot of effort into resolving something, I feel like your spirit guides are telling you that you need to like just let it rest for a little bit. Just give yourself like a small break in this situation, because this will create some sort of like movement. It will create momentum in some way. I also feel like the future of this conflict is, there will be a lot of details to sort out, you know, because I get a lot of minor arcanas after the Wheel of Fortune here. So I feel like this situation will require a lot of details, and you will need probably like the assistance of friends. So I would recommend that you connect with your friends in regards to this conflict, that you ask them for guidance, for support, for maybe going out for a drink so you can like enjoy yourselves and stuff. Also rest. You might have to sleep a bit better. You might have to dedicate a bit more time to resting and to kind of like gather energy for yourself. You know, I feel like maybe you've been battling for a bit or putting a lot of energy out there, and now it's time to like gather that energy and invest it in yourself, even if that is through people, that you do things with people that you yourself enjoy, and that it's not like doing it for others. I hope that makes sense. So your spirit guide gives me like kind of like I sense like a feminine vibe, really. Is someone that it is like can see that, you know, that you're battling something, that you put effort into things, but now it wants you to take care of yourself, and there's like a very nurturing energy to your spirit guide, I feel. It's not like pushy either, because with it can happen sometimes that spirit guides are very like, you know, very direct. This spirit feels very like it gives you a lot of freedom. You might be a person that gives others a lot of freedom and nurture, and now your spirit guide wants you to gather all of that and bring it back to you. Okay, let's see. Now we're gonna get some moon cards. Oh no, wait, some astrology cards first. Get some astrology cards. Let's see what comes out here. Pile number 1, Venus. Give and receive love. Find value and see beauty. Yeah, there's some sort of imbalance in the give and take energy in your aura. And we got Gemini, curiosity, intellect, and networking. And air, open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. For some of you, there will be some kind of like love situation that you're experiencing. Might be at work for some of you. Or if it's not like a romantic situation, I feel like you are maybe falling in love with something that provides you with a lot of knowledge in your life. that maybe previously you didn't feel that with this, and now you're like really falling in love with something, or your love for something is growing, and it's something that you an activity where you really need to apply your mind and your intellect, where you meet a lot of people. So it gives me like strong work vibes. You might be entering a new cycle in regards to your profession or your studies, or you're getting to know someone that stimulates you intellectually, like very strongly as well, and that you will find a lot of satisfaction through connecting with others intellectually as well. If you connect with your friends, make sure that you discuss topics that your brain like enjoys. This will bring you a lot of satisfaction, and it will affect your beauty as well with the Venus card. So let's get some moon cards. You get Moon in Capricorn. Put aside emotional concerns and focus on achieving or increasing financial security. So for some of you, you might have had to like work a lot lately, and there will be a blessing that will come with this. You might be doing some sort of sacrifice, or you might have like a very clear goal on why you are working more, working extra, or something like that, and a blessing will come out of this, and this will be satisfaction, and it will be maybe a little break on your emotions, and you will get to explore your intellect a little bit more. Oh, jeez. You get half to full moon. Embracing high levels of motivation and energy will bring feelings of empowerment and satisfaction. So I feel like previously you might have had a conflict where your not self-esteem, where your sense of empowerment was brought down by something, and now you have these goals that maybe are making you put like a lot of energy into something, and as a result of all of this hard work, you will get to heal maybe your problems with empowerment that you were experiencing, and you will feel satisfied, and it will kind of like put you back on your throne a little bit and remind you that you are the boss of your life, you are the boss of your emotions, you guide the way for yourself, not someone else. It can happen, of course, when we're inexperienced, but it gets to a point where we have to understand that we are the boss of what we let in and what we let out. And even though this takes time, I feel like you have experienced this already, and you are in a phase of healing where your spirit guide wants you to see materially how you own your own life, and that is for you and you only. And that whenever something brings you down, you always have the power to pull yourself back up through activities, through hobbies, through work, through acquiring more financial abundance, through traveling. What your spirit guide wants to tell you is that pulling yourself out of difficult situations is always an option. I will get some tarot cards from my Angel Oracle deck. I also want to remind you guys that this is the month of Halloween. The veil between the worlds is very, very thin. So it's a very auspicious time to connect with your spirit guides, with deities, and also with versions of yourself that you have been dreaming of but might not be here just yet. I get so itchy when I do readings. You might have good things coming for your future. That's when I get itchy with future messages. Okay, let's see. Let's see what comes up. You get Judgment, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and Four of Pentacles. I'll get one more out. And Justice. One more. Magician. I can't help but say that there is a sense of mystery to this reading. Even though it's not like obvious, I sense a bit of mystery. You might be going through like a very what's the word? Crucial, that's the word. A very crucial point in your life where your personality is turning into something very different than what it once was. And I feel like you were put in a position where you had to make decisions on how to take care of yourself, on how to understand when someone was not caring about you, and to kind of like learn to be your own protector. Also, your spirit guide wants you to heal this kind of like give and take dynamic. You might be giving a lot or you might be taking a lot, one of the two. And it wants to bring awareness to how you give. Why are you giving something to someone? What are you giving to this person? What are they giving you? What are they taking from you? You know, it wants you to like examine these dynamics a bit more carefully. So yeah, I feel like your spirit guide feels very angelic, I have to say, because there is something about them they're just pure nurture. You get what I mean? Like, for example, I feel like my spirit guides are very tough. So to me, they don't feel very angelic. So either they're like relatives or they're like other kinds of spirits. And they give me like very, very tough lessons, I feel. With this energy, it feels very protective, very, very nurturing. So you might have relatives that like really love you and care about protecting you. And obviously this created maybe a sense in you of like giving is always safe because you were being given safety by your family, like unconditionally. And obviously this needs to be examined once you get out there in the world. Your spirit guide has a lot to do with balance, with justice. Right now, here we get Archangel Raguel. So you might have to connect with this angel, with this archangel, I mean. A spirit guide is definitely trying to help you balance something out. But this feels to me like a very big spirit. Like very, very big. It doesn't feel like a person, you know. I don't sense like gender here. I don't sense a spirit like that, like I have experienced with other readings before. This spirit feels like it can transform things, like it can balance things out. Very intellectual, but in the sense of seeing logic and always seeking that balance so that your ride is smooth. So this lesson has come to you so your life can be smooth from now on, you know, so your relationships can acquire a sense of smoothness to them. For some of you, you might have like pointed crystals or swords or daggers or something like that, you know, that they're used in rituals to give something direction. Whenever you feel disempowered, hold it, you know, hold it. You might have forgotten a little bit that life is very magical at times. You might have had this belief at some point in time, but now it's like that was left aside for a little bit, and it will come a point where this will have to come back in because it's part of your essence. So yeah, you have a lot of angels around you. Yeah, I don't know if your family, like if they're religious. I feel like your family have done a lot of good deeds for people. So yeah, very angelic energies around you. Let's see. What energy does your spirit guide want you to embody? Sorry, I dropped something. What energy does your spirit guide want you to embody in order to achieve the things that you want? Let's see. So you get adventure. Oy. Strength and tribulation. Okay. I feel like certain situations that have happened in your life have kind of like pulled you from one extreme to another. Like maybe you were super outgoing and then something happened and now you're like, no, I just want to focus on one thing. This is part of your healing. This is absolutely part of your healing. But at some point when the healing is taking place, like a bit deeper, you will reach like a more balanced place. Because balance comes when you've learned your lesson. I feel like you're still healing that. And yeah, you might be like a bit reclusive at this point in time. You might not want to kind of like go out as much. You might want to spend more time at home because you're gathering your energy. You are gathering healing, you're gathering your resources, gathering your thoughts, you know, replenishing your love cup. And I feel like this was necessary, and it's probably been a while that this has been happening. This reading is also talking about how the situation that happened will help you like reconnect with people and will help you view them in a different light, and will make you maybe reshape the things that you share with them, the activities that you do with them as well. But Spirit wants to remind you that the point where you're healed is balance. So it's not like this jumping from one extreme to another. That's a defense mechanism. Once you've found a point of balance between these two experiences that you've had, that's when you will know that you're healed. So let's see. Yeah, you got very angelic vibes. You got like angelic vibes around you. With other readings that I've done in the past, you can tell like the kind of vibe that a spirit guide has, you know. Some of them come from different realms in life, but this feels very angelic, you know, so might resonate for you, might not. Let's see. You get humpback whale singer. So some of you might sing, actually. Some of you might benefit from chanting, from inviting empowerment through your voice. So it says, sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. align with your purpose and the power in your soul. Once again, we got power here. We were talking about empowerment. Something has thrown you off your throne, and now you've had to climb back up. This is a life lesson, you know. Once the intense emotion has left your life, just remind yourself, this is life. This has happened to a lot of other people, and I'm lucky that I can get back up. Oh yeah, look at it as well. It's beautiful. Yeah, you're going through a lot of like emotional healing, I feel. I feel like your goals are guiding you and helping you heal and helping you not think about what has just happened. You're a very, very sensitive person, so you need to be aware of this when you relate to others. And you're supposed to be here to heal, so you might already work with some sort of healing practice. And you are very, very divinely guided by spirit. You might have already like a strong connection with the other side, with spirits, with people as well, you know. And you know whales, humpbacks. I don't know if humpbacks are the ones that dive really, really deep. I think they are. I don't know. But they can dive really, really deep and they come back up. So they also represent, to me, this represents, first of all, diving into a very, very dark space, being able to come back up quite quickly. So you might have gone through a situation that was very short and negative, but very intense. You know, it was very intense for you. And now you've managed to come back up and you're still kind of like gathering air. You know, you're still in that process, but that's exactly what you need. And you will get to this point where your lungs are going to be completely filled with this purified air, purified thoughts, a new way of seeing life. And be able to choose maybe where you navigate, choose where you dive. But I feel the situation kind of pulled you down. You know, something must have happened in your life that kind of like pulled you down to like a very dark space very, very quickly. Maybe a series of events. Now you've come back up to gather air. Air represents the intellect, the mind. So be thankful that you have a new, fresh perspective on things and that you have become smarter. Your spirit guide is, as I said, angelic, very, very old spirit, very, very ancient spirit. The whale, whenever you see a whale, that will be your guide. Also the moon, I feel, water. These are elements that, symbols that will be important for you. And lastly, we will get some mantra cards. For you, I love these mantra cards. I really, really do. They're really good. You got expanding inner power again. I am my most powerful when my creativity is given a voice. Are you a singer by any chance? Like, you got this singer thing and being given a voice. So I feel like you either need to talk and speak with others. You might be a writer. You might like to teach other people. You might like to give guidance to other people. You might sing. You might read a lot as well. Sorry. I heard like a really loud noise upstairs. Oh my god. So, yeah. Sorry, it's give me goosebumps. Oh, oh my god. Okay, so yeah, your voice will be very important in your healing process. If you're a singer, please sing. Like, it's a talent that you were given. Please just do it. I feel like you're in the process of aligning with your purpose, you know, with connecting with the values that you want to embody in life and that you want to look for in others. So yeah, that is all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope that you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so much for joining me here once again. If you like this reading, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. If you want to share your story down in the comments below, I would really appreciate that, because I love to read your stories and I'm sure that it helps other people as well. If you want to connect with me personally, then you can email me at lexdivination@gmail.com, or if you want to book a private reading, you can also email me at lexdivination@gmail.com. And thank you. I hope to see you back soon, and enjoy this month of Halloween, where the veil is thin and communication between the worlds is just super fluent. So thank you so much. Take care. Have a lovely week. Bye bye. Hi everyone, welcome to Lex Divination. Welcome back if you're already subscribed. Thank you for joining me here once again. It is an absolute pleasure to have you here. Today's topic is, what message does your spirit guide have for you? And we will also be exploring who your spirit guide is. And I wanted to share a little bit of the knowledge that I have about spirit guides. I feel that connecting with my spirit guides has really helped me achieve more in my life. Also, it has helped me kind of connect with what I really, really want, who I really am. And I think it can be a bit of like a tricky journey. It can be a bit of a lonely journey at times. I feel like when we are about to meet our spirit guides, our life usually gets a bit lonely, and this time is kind of perfect to be very receptive to many different things. And through this pick a card reading, we will kind of see the vibe of your spirit guide, and I would like you to remember that vibe. We will also get an animal oracle, which will represent the symbol of your spirit guide in your connection with you. So whenever you see that symbol, it will represent your spirit guide being around. I also feel like connecting with your spirit guide is a long journey as well. So if you have started that journey already, then I'm really, really happy for you. If you haven't, then I hope that this reading helps you understand who this guide is. And I also wanted to emphasize on the fact that your spirit guide exists in the message that they give you. It's not like with us as human beings, we're so immersed and so misrepresented by our appearances and our possessions and our history. And we exist in that. And our identity exists in what we possess. I feel, unfortunately, in like this realm, your spirit guide will exist in the communication that they have with you. That's the place they inhabit. So it's very important to nurture it. And it's very important to understand the style of communication, like their personality, through the messages that they give you. Some spirit guides give you a lot of messages about protection, others about defense, others are more like angelic, others are more, I guess some of them are darker, you know. It's not all gonna be like easy and happy, and it's not about them having all the answers either, you know. They are there to give you like very, very complex knowledge about life. More, I would say they're companions, you know. Loyal companions. So pile number 2, if you pick the amethyst, this beautiful amethyst, this is your pile, and I'm gonna start with the tarot deck to see what message your spirit guide has. I don't have a specific format for this reading. I just know that I want to use all the cards and oracle decks that I have here, but I don't have a specific format. I would just kind of see where the reading takes me and go with that and see where your spirit guide wants to take me. I will, as I said, emphasize on the message first. I will also pull some cards to find out who your spirit guide is, but I will kind of get a picture of who they are through the message that they will be passing on. So yeah, let's see. I also thought I'll make a video where I show my face, because I connect best with the readers that show their faces. So I would like you to experience what I experience when I watch readers that I admire. So let's see, what does your spirit guide have to say? Pile number 2. The High Priestess. Eight of Swords. 9 of Swords. Page of Pentacles. I feel like you've been through a long journey. Okay, I'll get one more. Judgment. And 6 of Wands. Okay, I thought it was going that way. So pile number 2, what I feel here is that you've been through a long journey of having to be very reflective, having to learn a lot of tough lessons. It's been a long time. It might have been a few years of acquiring very important but difficult knowledge about life, which has made you very, very wise, and has given you some like occult knowledge. By occult, I mean lessons through pain, lessons through problems. You know, that's kind of like what I mean. With the 8 of Swords, I feel like you were oppressed for a while by your conditions. I feel like you might have been in a place of anxiety. You might have experienced a lot of just sensations of being trapped, being unable to change your circumstances, and only having like so much to explore and not being able to go beyond a certain point because your circumstances were trapping you and weren't allowing you to move forward. And you might have gone through periods of a lot of confusion, not knowing, not understanding, sleepless nights, a lot of, you know, recurring thoughts. And I feel like you always understood where you were going. I feel like you always understood where you were headed, but you were like observing it from a place where you weren't there yet. And your lesson was found in this, in being able to understand what was coming towards you, but not having it yet. So you might have learned a lot of patience through this lesson. Believe it or not, this lesson has made you a more attractive person. It has made you someone more authentic and someone that is very respected by others. someone that is seen as beautifully scary. Some like it gives me that vibe a little bit with Page of Pentacles. This is a woman, I don't want to like put it too close because she's showing her breasts, but it's a woman that's naked, and above her there is a bull's skull. So it makes me feel like, wow, beautiful woman, but that like she's protected by this really, really like that must be your spirit guide, this skull above you. I'll hide the breasts, but I don't know if you can see it there. That is your spirit guide. I also see someone here with the moon above her. Your spirit guide is male, I would say. It's a male figure. It gives me masculine energy, but it also has some feminine energy to it. Your spirit guide is here to protect you, but also it has also been here to nurture you through this darkness. I feel like you are a person that might be interested in the occult. You might be interested in reading about subjects that are just not very common, and your spirit guide has helped you connect with the things that make your soul kind of like flourish, and it has helped you nurture yourself through this time of confusion, through this time of misunderstandings, through this time of anxiety. Your spirit guide has protected you, but in that protection it's very also nurturing, but it's male, you know, because with pile number 1 the spirit was very protective, but it was very like attacking. Like if someone would go close to them, it would be like a don't you dare, you know. The spirit is more like, I will teach you how to nurture yourself, and that will be the way that you will protect yourself, you know. I will not teach you to attack. I will teach you to nurture yourself, because this is what's necessary for you right now, to nurture yourself. I feel like the spirit is very somber, is that a word? Like very shadowy and like quiet and a bit mysterious and very grounded. With pile number 1, the spirit was very like outward, like very like, I don't know, very had like, yeah, outward energy. The spirit has inward energy. It's more introverted, you know. We also have Judgment and the 6 of Wands. So I feel like victory is coming your way. I feel like you have been waiting for certain things to happen for a long time. So rest assured that you will be victorious over these things with Judgment and the 6 of Wands. You might have been waiting for important decisions. You might have been waiting for paperwork or family reunions or getting into uni or getting promoted, getting a new job. Something along those lines. You might have been waiting for some of you will be divorce, separation. Just rest assured that you will be victorious in the things that you want, because you have learned how to nurture yourself. That is your true. There lies your true victory, and the fact that you have learned what you want, and the fact that you have learned what you are pursuing in life, and that you have connected with your passion. That's where your true victory is. Not in, you know, kind of like dealing with others or anything. Is that through this period of confusion, you still have nurtured yourself, and that is the victory. you know, that you have learned to survive through confusion, through distress, you know. And with words it sounds very simple, but it's huge, you know. I mean, some people don't survive these kind of things. So yeah, kudos to you. Now we're gonna move to the astrology card. Sorry, I got distracted by the High Priestess. Your spirit is very knowledgeable, I feel. Your spirit might very knowledgeable, like intellectual. You might be a very intellectual person as well that reads a lot. I feel like your spirit guide also does that, you know, like if they existed, you know, if they were a person, they were a very intellectual person. If they didn't exist, if they're like energy, then they have a lot of knowledge about spiritual stuff as well. They are a bit of a hermit as well. I feel like they would be the kind of person that would live like in the haunted castle on top of the hill, or in a cave, like something like that, like very hermit energy. I'm not saying they do, I'm saying that I'm trying to make you immerse yourself through imagery into their vibe, you know. Let's see, what have we got? We got Chiron, hurt and heal. Mars, move forward and defend self. Yes. In Capricorn, ambition, realism, and methodical steps. Yes, this is very suitable for this reading. So Chiron usually has to do with things that will hurt in life, you know. So you might right now you might be closing or healing a part of your personality that has been wounded since you were very, very young. And the lesson that you have learned through this period of confusion and anxiety and stuff is surviving it. I hope this makes sense, and I know it sounds very like big, but that's the lesson. You know, you survive something that other people struggle with sometimes, you know. You need to feel very proud of your achievement to still move forward through one of the biggest challenges that life was presenting you, which Chiron represents. Chiron represents that deep wound that we will be gifted by the universe when we incarnate here. So you have mastered one of the greatest challenges that you will have in your life. And you have managed to take yourself out of all of this place with nurture, with love, which your spirit guide has helped you with. The only way to get out of darkness is with love. There is no other way. And you have managed to do this for yourself with the help of your spirit guide. And have managed to succeed and to move forward. After this, you should be celebrating, you know, that you are okay, that you have moved out of all of this period of confusion, or that you will be, you know, you will be celebrating very soon. And then we got Capricorn, ambition, realism, and methodical steps. So I feel like through this period of anxiety, you've had the privilege to understand what you really want in life. And and to connect with your true call. If you haven't, then you will. And you will be able to, a lesson that you also needed to learn through this, because you probably have had to pull yourself out of a really like big hole. You need to be methodical when you need to like get yourself out of big situations. It's not only about love, but also about finding a strategy on how to get out of it. Now we will get some I'll get some moon cards first. Let's see. I feel this will give me some info about your spirit guide. New moon. The time is ripe for seeking new opportunities. Yes, because you're getting out of this dark period. Now is the time to look forward to life and to connect with your dreams and chase them. You know, that's what's supposed to happen now. Oh, that's too many. Moon in Aries. Look, another bowl. Can you see it up there? And then here again. So your spirit, once again, male energy, I feel. It gives me Capricorn vibes because it's very nurturing as well. And well, at least the Capricorn men that I've met are very nurturing. Like, they're very masculine, but they have a bit of a feminine side to them always. Like earth signs. Earth signs, males always, I feel, are always like that. And it says, Moon in Aries, remain sensitive to others to avoid confrontation. So probably when you have to pull yourself out of these difficult situations, there might have been friction with certain people in the past, but now remember that if you're getting out of this difficult situation, the best that you can do to keep yourself safe, to keep yourself at peace, to keep your balance, your equilibrium, it will be to understand the motives of other people and your own motives, and to try to find like a middle ground there. Let's see. I will pull some angel tarot cards. Let's see what else comes out. The Magician. King of Wands. This is your spirit guide telling me who it is. I can feel it. Ten of Wands. The Hangman. And the Emperor. So in here you've got 3 archangels. You get Archangel Raziel, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Michael. Okay. So your spirit guide, I wonder if you've worked with your spirit guide already. Your spirit guide is very powerful. Okay, he can manifest things very easily. So you might be a person that manifests very easily. So this period of confusion and feeling stuck must have been very, very difficult for you if you are a good manifester, because this lesson wasn't about manifesting. So it's kind of like your superpower got taken away from you. Your ability to produce things, to do things in life was probably a bit, it was frozen in time kind of thing. So it's like your superpower gets taken away from you. It's like a lesson about patience, a lesson about waiting for things. And, or you might still be going through this lesson. So this lesson is not about manifesting this difficult period of confusion. It's about patience. It's about learning to be quiet in order to connect with what you truly want, so that you can avoid getting into the wrong paths in life that will not satisfy you. As I said, we get the Hangman here. Your spirit guide is very intellectual. I would highly recommend that you speak with him. Like, if you want to connect with him, tell him, say in your mind. He will have very good communication with you, With part number 1, the spirit was like a bit, I would say a bit wild, kind of like a bit hard to speak to, but very protective, very, very protective. This spirit is different. This spirit is very, as I said, it's a very rational spirit, has a lot of responsibilities. So if this is someone that, if you're connected with someone that maybe passed away, this was a male that was probably like some sort of businessman. They were like a leader of their family. They had a lot of responsibilities. They had a lot of things going on. A good job, respected, kind of like a bit intimidating as well to some people. A tall person who was involved. Okay, for some of you, I see someone that was like maybe involved in like business societies, secret societies, like something like that. Someone that's very serious about everything, Someone that read a lot. You might have books from this person. This person might have been a leader or a teacher. And once again, if they weren't a person, this spirit is a leader, They lead people through life. They teach people things. They challenge people intellectually as well. So you might have some of these qualities yourself. So now let's see, what does your spirit guide want you to embrace? What energy does your spirit guide want you to embrace in order to achieve what you want? And you get service and brighten. So you might have been a bit isolated through this period of confusion that we were talking about, this big life lesson that you've managed to pull yourself out from. So Spirit wants you to connect with the world a little bit more, probably. It is time to stop mourning. That's over. Just start falling into the energy of, this is over. I don't need to mourn anymore. I don't need to be sad anymore. If your sadness was something that you were talking about constantly, then you need to break this pattern, because it's not reality anymore, So your spirit guide wants you to do yourself a service and to be aware of the way you speak about your own life, because it's time to change it. The time has come to change it. And the time has come for you to start adopting a new energy, because you have new challenges coming towards you that will require you to be different. Let's see what animal does your spirit guide, what animal is your spirit guide represented by? A symbol that maybe might appear and that makes you remember your spirit guide, and that makes you remember that they're there. And you get the fox. Clever, I was saying, look. Your spirit guide is very clever, very, very clever. It says, you are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. Do you have something going on? Some sort of romance that you're waiting for or something? Just be open to it. This fox energy gives me the vibe of like not chasing, not expecting. It's like, look, it's happening. It's just relax. Just enjoy liking someone. Just enjoy knowing that you like someone, you know? Because that in itself is a blessing already. Some people don't have the capacity to love others or to like others or to feel pleasure at the expense of others, like in a good way. That's tough. And yeah, your spirit guide is astute. Your spirit guide is super clever, more than you can imagine. I feel like he's sorting out a lot of things for you, and this week you might see certain plans that you didn't expect were going to happen. Okay, but what he wants you to do is that you accept your circumstances gracefully, that you thank the universe for your circumstances, accept them, and wait a few days and you will see the blessings. But he needs to see this lesson from you. And now we'll get a mantra card. Remember the fox. When you see a fox, that's your spirit guide around. Okay, let's see. A mantra card for you. This card is called Receiving Elation. I am born of infinite joy. I was feeling with your with these cards, let's say brighten and service, that a lot of happiness will enter your life. And as a result of that, your speech will change. The way you view the world, the way that you feel about the world will change. So try to adapt, if possible, your speech, because the difficult moments are over. And now you need to start embracing a new attitude towards life, of feeling more ambitious, more positive, and you will have plenty of opportunities. You will have abundance, but you need to settle into accepting. Now is the time to accept. That's your lesson. That's what your spirit guide will help you with now, to accept. So that's all I have for you, paw number 2. If you like this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. If you would like to connect with me, you can send me an email to lexdivination@gmail.com. Please feel free to share your story in the comments down below, because I love reading your comments. I love reading your stories, and I am sure it helps other people as well to feel like they're not on their own in their own situations. If you want to book a private reading, also you can email me to lexdivination@gmail.com. And thank you so much for joining me here once again. I enjoyed your reading so much. This is really, really cool. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Fika card reading. This is my channel Lex Divination. Welcome if this is your first time as well. I will be talking about what message your spirit guide has for you today, and I'm gonna be exploring who they are as well. I wanted to share the knowledge I have about spirit guides, really, and yeah, I wanted to post it here. I feel like connecting with spirit guides has helped me a lot in my life to connect with the purpose that I have, to connect with my values, with my morals. Obviously, it's not for everyone. Not everyone is in search for those things. But your spirit guide will help you to connect with whatever you want to find in life, whatever makes you happy in life. So I definitely recommend investing time into exploring who your spirit guide, if you feel like you need to understand a little bit where you're going, you know. I highly recommend it. If you feel a little bit lost, if you are maybe feeling like you want to be a bit more secluded or something, that I really feel like that means that it's time to connect with your spirit guide, you know. Usually we enter these states of reclusion and like being a bit more hermit-like when it's time to meet your spirit guide, because it's when we're more receptive to things. If this is a lifestyle of yours and if you are naturally a more hermit-like person, then I feel like you might be like already a bit psychic, already a bit spiritual, you know. You might be religious, you know, if you're like already into this journey of enjoying your own company a little bit more. Obviously, if you're not enjoying like all this time by yourself, then there is work, there are things that you might have to review. But if that is not your case, then I'm sure you can relate to what I'm saying. I also feel like to connect with your spirit guide, you have to understand how they speak to you, their style of communication, their personality. I feel like some spirit guides will have kind of like more protective messages. Others will be like, they will encourage you to be more open maybe. Others will provide you with knowledge about a certain topic. Others will put like people in your life, and you know, they all have such different ways of communicating with you, and it's so unique that it is a journey that you need to explore with guidance of others, but it will be unique to you. No one will be able to tell you how you will cross that path, you know, how you will experience it. That will be unique to you, and that's how special the bond with your spirit guide will be. So I also wanted to show my face, because most of my videos I don't show my face. Like the very early videos I do, but I connect best with the readers that do show their faces, so I would like you to have the same experience that I have with the readers that I admire. So yeah, that. With that being said, I also want you to take 10 seconds with me before the reading so we can start entering this more receptive state, and invite your spirit guide in to give you this message and to tell us who they are. So I'm going to take 10 seconds. Oh, I felt your spirit guide. Oh my god. Ooh, give me goosebumps. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's see. Also, guys, it's gonna be Halloween soon. This is the month where the veil between the two worlds is thin. So this is the time to connect with your spirit guide. This is the perfect time to connect with that version of yourself that you haven't been able to be, because the veil between the dreams and the reality is thinner. So yes, I love this time of the year. It's just amazing. I love it. I really, really do. It's so magical. I also love the wind in October. It's just amazing. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I don't have a specific format for this reading. I just know that I want to use all my tarot decks and my oracle decks. So yeah. Pile number 3, if you pick the Celestite, this is your pile. So let's see. What does your spirit guide have to tell you? I'm also going to be exploring who they are based on like the kind of message that they're passing on. You can kind of like sense. You can sense who someone is in the way they speak to you now. So, Temperance. Page of Swords. I feel like your spirit guide is very refined. Eight of Swords. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. Knight of Swords and 2 of Pentacles. Okay, I get the vibe here. Pile number 3. I feel here like you might be having issues with the way that you are experiencing communication with someone. I feel like there are things that you would like to say that are not being said. I can also feel that the other person is experiencing the same thing. And I feel like you're missing someone. I feel like you're missing something, you know, like something that you've had or something that you have at times, like you miss it. And like sometimes you really want to go towards it and then you're like, I can't do it. Like you really want to go. And then it's like, I can't do it. I'm too scared. Or something like that. Or it's the other person, you know, or it's both of you. Yeah, a lot of thoughts here. A lot of overthinking. There might be someone like that's a bit scared of change. But you know what? I'm getting really itchy while I'm doing this reading, so that's good. That means that you have positive changes coming towards you. Here we've got Leviathan with the snake symbol, regeneration. The snake that's eating its own tail. Cycles ending, cycles beginning, regeneration. I feel like, you know what? There might be a type of meditation that would be very good for you. And that will kind of like, that can show you where your emotions are at. Imagine yourself in the sea. So Water represents emotions. Imagine yourself in the sea. Like, close your eyes. Imagine yourself that you are in the sea. What does the sea look like? What does the sky look like? That will reveal something about your emotional state and where you're at. What are you feeling in that moment? That will tell you something about your feelings. Okay? There is a feeling... Okay. You might be used to missing people. So I don't know if you have people that... I sense a few cases here. You might have relatives that live very far away from you. You might have been with partners that weren't like there as much as you wanted them to. Sorry. Yeah, and I feel like maybe, or maybe this might be your person, one of you can even like miss the opportunities to have a partner that wants to give you more because you can't like recognize it. But there is healing happening here, with temperance being the first one. You are healing this. You're in the process of healing it. But also the process of healing it is usually like the end of a very difficult cycle. You still might be like in the process where you are you're like at the end of the end, you know? That moment right before the beginning, the end of the end. That's where I see you. And it's hard. I feel like you need grounding. Your mind is just a lot of thoughts. You need grounding. You need peace. I recommend meditations with Archangel Phanuel, the Archangel of Peace. I hope I said the name right as well. Okay, I need to pull some more cards out here. I feel like you think that there's a lot of problems, but I have a feeling that it's not just like, it's not exactly like that. What is the reality of the situation? Knight of Pentacles. Okay. King of Pentacles. I knew it. I knew that you were doing better than it seemed. Ace of Pentacles, man. You're fine. What is going on? I feel like, okay, I feel like this might be about someone like romantically maybe. If not, it's someone that you care the opinion of. So I want you to know that this person admires you. Like, this person looks up to you, okay? They think that you might move slowly, like you have your guard up a little bit, you know, so you might want to focus on that. If you want things to like move forward in a different way, you might have to be more aware of the way you are guarding yourself. I also see people that are... People might be more interested in you than you think. People might be caring for you in more ways than you think. And I feel like you have a very bright future as well. Man, look, if you're asking about a person, I said, if this is about a person, show me what they're feeling, please. I got 9 of Cups, 3 of Cups, and Knight of Wands. Guys, this is amazing. Like, I feel like your thoughts are not there with reality, but it happens. You know, you might have had a turbulent past in this situation, but things are much better than you think. Things are much, much better than you think. They just haven't changed yet, but they are in the process of. A lot of things are changing in the background, and I'm sure that you can see many of them as well with the Magician. Okay, I'm gonna get some astrology cards. Yeah, your spirit guide is someone that wants to see you very happy. I sense like a father figure, like a male presence that really wants you to like have everything, you know. So this might come in the form of a lover, maybe. Let's see. The Sun, self-express and embodied truth, protection as well. Oh Lord, too many. Too many. Oh my God, fire, confidence, optimism, passion and bravery. And house 6, establishing a foundation, health, daily life and practical details. I feel here that your life is simpler than you think. You might have gone through a period that was very difficult, but I feel like your life is much simpler now, and you need to start adapting to that. To the fact that your life is at a very good place right now. It's better than you think. And you are, once again, going to embark on a journey of creating like a very important part of your life. So you might start a new job that will be very significant. You might start a new career that will be very significant. Or you might simply just have changes in your personality that are quite big. And with this fire, confidence, optimism, passion and bravery, I feel like this is kind of like, here, I'm going to show you so you can see them. The Sun, fire and house 6. I feel like your future is very bright, actually. Sorry, I just want my camera to focus. There we go. I feel like your future is very, very bright. Very, very bright. It's good. All 3 piles had very bright futures today. I really like that. Really, really like that. Okay, we're gonna get some moon cards. This will probably give me some info about your spirit guide as well. It has in the other 2 piles, so. Dark moon. Spend time in contemplation and meditation in order to seek greater understanding of yourself and those around you. Moon in Taurus. Now is the time for focusing on finances and practical matters. You had this here as well on house 6, establishing a foundation, health, daily life and practical details. And here, practical matters. So you might be going through a process where you need a lot of planning around things for your new life, maybe. So try to invest your energy into that, because that will feed all of the other areas of your life. It's not like because you focus on that, you're taking from another area of your life. It's not like that. They will all, if you focus on what's important right now, that cup will overflow and will be able to expand its abundance to other areas of your life. I'll get one more. Waning moon. Let go of that which is causing you inner turmoil. Now is the time for casting away emotions that are no longer serving you. This is what we were talking about. I feel like your mind is taking you to places that are not, you know, aligned with reality, and the reality is actually better than what your mind is thinking. I've been there many times, so yeah, don't worry. No judgment here, but yeah. Reality is better than you think. Now I'm gonna get some... I'm gonna do the Angel Tarot deck. We'll see what comes out. I still can see... I can see your spirit guide, like, physically. I sense like someone that's very, very private. They're not showing themselves a lot. They're very focused on the message that they want to give you. So there's someone very humble and very like, yeah, very, very private about their identity. Please tell us who you are. Nine of Pentacles. Four of Swords. Okay. The Hierophant. Eight of Wands. I need a bit more here. This gives me Leo vibes. Plus we have the Sun and Fire. Yeah, this gives me Leo vibes. Your spirit guide. Page of Wands, the High Priestess. Okay. So I'm feeling here that your spirit guide is someone... This could be a relative or just an energy around you. It's someone that is very independent. Okay. A lot of these things that your spirit guide will have will probably resonate with who you are as well. I feel like your spirit guide is very independent. They like to look beautiful. These might be qualities that you find in the people that you like as well. Very independent. They like to look beautiful. They like to take care of their physical appearance. They are a very committed person. Okay, they like to have a partner, and they like to feel loved and to feel like they are important in someone's life, you know. And they also like to be admired. They like the admiration from others, you know, that's very important to them. Honor is very important. So this spirit guide feels like it's teaching you to it's teaching you, I think, some grace, but not with others, with yourself. This is so beautiful. This spirit guide is helping you to focus more on the image that you have of yourself. How do you look at yourself? When you look at your actions, how do you feel? Do you like yourself? Do you desire yourself? You know, like... And this is the energy that your spirit guide wants you to embody. The perfect you, I mean, the best version of you will be that version that you look in the mirror and you're like, I like this. I like who I am. I like who I'm looking at in the mirror. I like who I like how others perceive me. You know, when you get to that state when you're like, yeah, I approve myself. I like myself, you know, like this is the energy that your spirit guide is helping you embody, to have a commitment to yourself, to beautify yourself, to honor yourself, and to learn from the times that you haven't honored yourself as well, and to honor those times as well, to honor that version of yourself, that more imperfect version of yourself, to honor other people that are maybe more imperfect, to honor also the people that might not be able to meet maybe your standards at time, to be okay when you can't meet your standards. You might be a person that's very hard on themselves, and your spirit wants you to kind of like relax a little bit on your high standards, you know, and to analyze them. What do they mean? Why are they there? What function are they fulfilling? Your spirit guide also wants you to connect with passion a little bit more, to speak with more passion. Like you might have experienced passion physically, you know, but I feel like now you need to embody it verbally as well, because this will help you manifest, because manifestation happens through words, you know. So, and through words in the mind as well. So I want you to practice passion through words. So if you have a lover, write a passionate letter to them. If you have desires about life, write a letter about how you want things passionately. What are you looking for? What makes you feel on fire about life, about someone, you know, so that you can manifest, you know, and to start using language and words in a different way that will not cause more anxiety in your head. And it wants you to align your mind with reality. Your spirit guide wants you. This spirit guide is very complex. Like, I'm amazed by the perceptions that it has of things. The other spirit guides, so Pile 1 was like a very, very protective spirit. The second one was protective and nurturing as well. But this one is different. This one is like methodical. It's very, very methodical. It can understand what words do to reality and how much it affects them. Like, gives me magician vibes, in the sense that manifestation is very important to this spirit guide, and the way that you are perceived by others, the way you perceive your self-image is also very important. But it's saying that also it's not about relying. Image is not there to rely on it. Image is there to serve as a reflection of who we are, and to analyze it so that we can find better ways of being that we feel happier with. So maybe your person or you might be worried about images, about like the way you are perceived by others, but that's not what being able to perceive yourself is for. That is to be able to perceive our own image is so that we can be happier and not like put ourselves down. I'm not saying this might be you. This might be your person or someone that you're thinking about. Please adapt the energies as you consider fair. Now I'm gonna get some oracle cards. What energy does your spirit guide want you to embody more? What energy does your spirit guide want you to embody more so that you can achieve the things that you want? We got connection. Courage. And tenacity. Okay. I was saying, like, you might have, I felt with your first tarot reading that there's something that you want to tell someone, but you're just like, I just can't do it. I just can't do it, you know? So with connection, courage, and tenacity, Or it's your person that might feel like that about you, or you about your person, or you about each other. I feel like someone is planning the right time to tell you something, or you might be planning the right time to tell someone something, you know. Pray for courage. Pray for a deeper sense of connection with this person. And pray to be able to see the right time to do this as well. I see a lot of purple and blue here. You need like third eye healing. Okay. Green. You need to look at green. I'm gonna get an animal spirit oracle to see what energy represents your spirit guide. What animal represents your spirit guide? Let's see. Oh my god. I'll take both. So you got the lion. Yes, Leo energy. That's what I was saying. Look. Leo energy, higher calling. You have within you all the courage you need. Oh my god, guys. More courage. Look, I don't know if you can see it there. Talks about courage. And then you have courage again. What is going on? You need courage. You can do it. I believe in you. Sorry, I just want this to focus. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. So I feel like, okay, I feel like someone is expecting you to act in a certain way. I don't feel they are telling you. There might be several people that have expectations of you. It's important that you connect with what expectations you have of yourself. I also feel like if you're ending a cycle with someone, you will be provided with courage to do this. And trust that those you love you. I got that message while I was looking at the line. You also got Orca Whale Adventure. Dare to do things differently, sing your wild song, manifest your travel dreams, attempt the great journey with confidence, be loyal, friends and family are your treasures, be brave again, guys. What is this? And you are more powerful than you know. Guys, you are like beautiful. I hope that you can align your thoughts with reality on how glorious you are. Like, this is very big energy. Lion and orca whale is like, you're gonna bloom into something so beautiful, but I feel like you're right there at the end, you know? And I feel like you're gonna bloom into like, you're gonna experience beautiful things. You just need to cross the threshold of pain and challenge. So, lion, when you see lion, that's your spirit guide. And orca whale, this makes me feel like your person is maybe representing this for you, or the other way around, you know. This might be your spirit guide and this is your person's, you know. but I feel like these two energies are involved. One is helping you have courage to end something, and the other one is like pulling you in towards new adventures. And let's get a mantra card. And you get honoring adversity. A fire. You got fire again. A fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. Oh my God, so beautiful. I love this one. A fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. Use your fire wisely, because it will mark your next path. Whatever you burn now, that space that will be left there after you burn bridges, that space is for new things that will make you very happy. You just have to have the courage to light the match. Metaphorically, I'm not saying start a fire or anything like that, please. So yeah, that's all I have for you. Pile number 3, I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so much for joining me here once again. Please share your story down in the comments below. If you like this reading, please consider liking, subscribing, hitting the notification bell. If you want to connect with me or book a private reading, you can contact me at lexivanation@gmail.com. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope to see you back soon. Take care. Bye-bye.